In this video, I'll be demonstrating the provisional wrap cast-on, which is a type of provisional cast-on method. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get a notice each time I go live or post a new video. So a provisional cast-on method is any method that allows you to pick up the live stitches from the cast-on edge and work them back in the other direction. The provisional wrap cast-on method then is just one of these methods. You will need waste yarn and a knitting needle, either a circular needle or a straight needle, or you can use two circular needles. To work this cast-on, you will have your needle tip pointing to the right. First, you will take your working yarn and make a slip knot and place it on the needle. This slip knot will get slid farther down the needle. You will then take your waste yarn and make a slip knot and place it on the needle tip, and that is going to be farther to the right hand edge of the needle tip. Now the waste yarn is going to be held going to the left underneath the needle, and this should be in front of your ball of your working yarn. So the working yarn needs to come from underneath like so. Now I'm going to bring my working yarn to the front, my ball over in front, and I'm going to begin wrapping. So I'm holding that waste yarn underneath, and I'm going to wrap the working yarn around. The slip knot can either count as a stitch or not, it's up to you. The working yarn just comes around, and you need to make sure that waste yarn stays under. Around and around. It's very fiddly, so there's another way I find this method is a little easier. But I'll wrap a few here. And then to begin working, you drop the waste yarn slip knot. Make sure that waste yarn anchors the base of that first stitch, and then you just begin working. But this first row needs to be worked through the back loops because these are all, anchor that like so, because these stitches are all mounted with the right legs in back. So let me show you what I think is an easier method. Instead of using waste yarn, you use a second circular needle, and you hold the cable part of the circular needle underneath. We still make a slip knot in our working yarn and place that on the needle tip and hold it over to the left. Our cable from our cable needle, from our second cable needle, comes in front, and now again the same idea, but I feel like the cable from a cable needle is stiffer than a piece of waste yarn, so it stays put, and it's I feel easier to have a little more control while wrapping. Then, before you work that first stitch, bring the working yarn to the front of that cable and then knit these through the back loop for that first row, like so. Then your provisional stitches are already on a cable needle, ready to work when you are finished with the normal knitting. And you can either work that slip knot or drop that slip knot. Then when it's time to work from these provisional stitches, they're already on your needle. Now these are also mounted with the left legs in front. With the left legs in front and the right legs in back. So that first row coming off the cast on edge needs to be worked through the back loop. So that was the provisional wrap cast on method. I hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.